But it was off of this insight that there was something amazing happening where, and at the time, unsupervised learning was just not really working. So he noticed this one really interesting property, which is there was a neuron that was flipping positive or negative with sentiment. And yeah, that led to the GPT series.
I guess one of the things that Jake Heller from Case Text, I think of him as maybe, not surprisingly, a YC alum who got access to both 3, 3.5, and 4. And he described getting 4 as sort of the big moment revelation, because 3.5 would still do, it would hallucinate more than he could use in a legal setting. And then with 4, it reached the point where if he chopped the prompts down small enough into workflow, he could get it to do exactly what he wanted. And he built, huge test cases around it and then sold that company for $650 million. So it's, I think of him as like one of the first to commercialize GPT-4 in a relatively grand fashion.
I remember that conversation with him.
Yeah.
With one GPT-4. Like that was one of the few moments in that thing where I was like, okay, we have something really great on our hands. When we first started trying to like sell GPT-3 to founders, they would be like, it's cool, it's doing something amazing, it's an incredible demo. But with the possible exception of copywriting, no great businesses were built on GPT-3. And then 3.5 came along and startups, like YC startups in particular, started to do interesting, like it no longer felt like we were pushing a boulder uphill. It's like people actually wanted to buy the thing we were selling.
Totally.
And then 4, we kind of like got the, like, just how many GPUs can you give me?
Oh, yeah.
Moment, like very quickly after giving people access. So we felt like, okay, we got something like really good on our hands.
So you knew actually from your users then?
Totally.
Like when the model dropped itself and you got your hands on it, it was like, well, this is better.
We were totally impressed then too. We had all of these like tests that we did on it that were it looked great, and it could just do these things that we were all super impressed by. Also, like when we were all just playing around with it and like getting samples back, I was like, wow, it's like it can do this now. And it can rhyme, and it can like tell a funny joke, slightly funny joke, and it can like, do this and that. And so it felt really great, but you never really know if you have a hit product on your hands until you like put it in customers' hands.